Welcome to the end of the world.
No, it's just
the Afterworlds podcast.
And welcome to the KZED Talk Radio Show. Man, it is good to be out of that bunker. When the Extra Rowdy Boys attacked, I was pretty scared.
Yeah, things got rough there.
Extra rough.
Oh, they did.
So, all right, I haven't seen you guys in a week. What happened?
You should have seen it. There was gunfire. There was wordplay. There was some crowbar duels. Yeah, no, it was a full day.
Who was dueling?
Well, the Extra Rowdy Boys, they got challenged by the new group that took over town.
The new group? Who's the new group?
Oh, yeah, that's the BBB.
The BBB?
Yeah, the Bitchin' Beer Bros.
The Bitchin' Beer Bros.
Yeah, they took over town. Kicked the Extra Rowdy Boys right out.
Are they also dressed like weird bondage slaves?
No, not at all, actually. Lots of hats and tank tops, actually.
So it's going to be a little bit harder for us to anger them via the radio cast?
Yeah, probably.
That's a good thing, I would say.
Oh, absolutely.
Plus, they offered to pay us in beer for branding.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So are we going to get burned? Like, are they burning beer into us?
Oh no, these guys are actually doing branding as like advertising.
Oh, okay. So the old version of branding. I think we could do that. I mean,
sounds new to me.
What's the name of their beer?
It's just beer. I think it's just beer.
It's those old government cans, I think. Just beer.
They are paying us to advertise that they found some beer?
Yeah, precisely.
It's a lot of beer.
Okay, well let me give that a swing here. This episode of KZED Talk Radio is brought to you by some beer these guys found. How was that?
That was perfect.
10 out of 10. Would recommend.
Yeah.
Excellent. Do we have any product samples?
Here they are.
Oh, did they give us... Oh, that's a lot of beer.
That's what I'm saying.
Did they find all of the beer?
Mm-hmm. Literally all of it.
They just cracked open the National Beer Reserves.
Mm-hmm. Turns out we had it here in Junk City.
I was just being facetious. There was a National Beer Reserve in Junk City.
Yep. Yeah, there totally was.
You never expect it, right? Perfect place to hide it.
Mm-hmm. Right under their nose.
No one would ever think to dig up this hellhole.
Exactly.
Well, here's to you, BBB. Welcome to the town. I hope that you're a little less violent than the last guys. All right.
BBB, please don't shoot us.
That's a pretty good jingle. I like that one.
Short
All
and
right,
sweet.
well, let's have a beer in their honor. All right.
Oh, foamy.
Hey, Dibs! No, Dibs in the sharesies. You gotta share that with me. You have to. It's the rules.
Whoa. Who are you, and why are you in the radio station?
Well, you just opened beer, did you not? Well, then why the fuck wouldn't I be here? You got beer, I want beer, there we are.
He's got a good point.
And he went straight into Dibs to sharesies. I mean...
Yeah, I'm not gonna be a dick. I'm not gonna call all of it. I mean, I'll share some with you guys.
Sir, can you start with your name?
Oh yeah, my name's Jackson McGill. Some people kind of south northwest of here know me as Two Fist.
Two Fist? That's... Oh, I see.
Yeah, because both my hands are in the right direction. Do not look at them. Trust me.
My senses indicate that they are not.
Yeah, no shit, asshole. The giant wrong hands. Fuck.
So, you're not left-handed?
No, not. I mean, I have a left hand. It's just facing in the opposite direction.
It looks like he's twice right-handed.
Yeah, I'm ultra right-handed.
If you think about it, he's more right-handed than any of us are.
That's a really good point.
That's a very good point.
So, hand me a beer.
Well, here you
Maybe
go.
two upside down, though. I think that's the appropriate way.
Why would you hand it upside down? I gotta turn it. That's just you stupid god.
Here, pull up a stool. Since we got you under sharesies law.
Yeah, I prefer chairs. Stools are, poop.
Well, Mr. McGill, I've got a couple of questions for you. You feel like having an interview?
I don't know about having one, but I'll answer some questions.
Fair enough. That'll. You said a few things here, and since I'm meeting you for the first time, I think there's a couple of things that I'm supposed to do. All right, you guys ready to go down the checklist?
Is that a threat? Are you threatening me?
I think.
Oh, don't do that. Camo do.
So first,
yeah, that don't work no more. Sorry.
First, Mr. McGill, don't format with me, and I won't format with you.
Very good.
The fuck are you talking about?
This is
Do I look like a bee-booper? No, I'm human, bro. Come on now. No offense to the bee-boopers.
No offense. No offense taken.
None taken?
Also, I think I'm supposed to say, don't take anything.
Oh, yeah, very good, very good.
Was that enough confidence?
No, I'm definitely taking some shit when I leave here. Probably some beers, though, but that's not your fault. I called Chazies. You don't really have an option anymore.
Okay. Well, those are a couple of things that we should probably figure out. Can you explain to me what Sharesies is?
It's a derivative offshoot of the Dibs rule, whereas Dibs, you just get the thing.
Dibs subsection.
It's like subsection under the Geneva Code that I get some of what you have, but next time I have some stuff that you also want, you can call Dibs into Sharesies, and I have to give you some because I did it with you.
Yeah, no less than 35% and no more than 65% of the given thing.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can't be a dick about it. You can't give me like a shot and then like steal a case of my beer. That's just dick.
Check it out, a meal came to us.
Oh, dude, I love boochies.
Especially hickory smoked.
No, you don't eat dogs. There's rules. There's some rules in here. Don't do that. Number 1 now. That's number 1 rule. Don't eat dogs. Number 2, don't format me or whatever the hell you said. Number 3, I mean, you can't really. Maybe Mr. Glowy Man here can stop me. That would be a fun thing, but taking your stuff. But I'm not gonna do that. You guys seem okay.
So we can add that to the survival rules?
Fuck yeah, you don't eat dogs. Dogs are fucking people too.
Dogs are
Matter of
people
fact,
too.
I know a person dog named 2.
Oh, I miss 2. You know 2.
You look really glowy and familiar. What's your name there, Mr. Robot Person Man thing?
I'm Mr. Barrel, Harvey Barrel, and these are my co-hosts, the DJ Tron 9000, and Bunker Boy over here.
Whoa. Harvey Barrel?
My name's Parker, by the way, Parker.
Yeah, okay, DJ man, whatever.
That's me,
Harvey
actually.
Barrel, correct.
No,
I knew
no,
that
no,
fucking bee-boop DJ. Shoosh, I'm talking to Barrel.
No. I'm not that. No. Did you hear about my book?
Were you in Vegas?
Las Vegas? Yeah, I was there.
Yeah. Looking for your barrels, right?
Well, you gotta have the right kind to build a good home.
All right. Did you ever meet Mr. Abrams of General Abrams of Abrams Company?
He sounds familiar. I believe I might have met someone like that in passing.
Way back in the day when you weren't all glowy and shit. You just had this little gun.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
No,
I
we
know
don't,
you. You.
So,
fucker,
hey, are
you
you-
owe me caps.
No,
You owe me caps for getting them barrels.
Oh, what is that? My olfactory sensors indicate a pleasant scent envelops us.
Oh, yeah, that might be me. Mr. Deadman gave me some new Wasteland soap. He said that it's all the rage. I didn't think that garlic and butter would be the scent of choice in the post-apocalyptic world, but, who am I to argue if that's the type of soap that everybody's using?
Bro, he's trying to eat you. He gave you garlic and butter and said scrub this on yourself? You didn't think twice about that?
Did he offer you a really hot bath in a cauldron?
No joke. This guy's just, oh yeah, no problem. You got some sweets for me to eat first? I'll do that too. Jesus kid.
So
You bunk just in a bunker, just coming out right into people's vans because they give you candy.
So that
Come
wasn't,
on, bro.
That wasn't an iron jacuzzi that Mr.
No.
Deadman let me use.
Well, technically it was.
I mean, a thing can be multi-purpose.
How much wood did he have next to the jacuzzi?
Well, I mean, that's how you. I didn't think there was enough electricity to run a real jacuzzi. Yeah, there's like wattage requirements and.
Well, yeah. So was it a lot of wood, a little bit of wood? Was it like to maintain a fire, or was it to build a fire?
It was definitely a fire, and it was maintained. And it got really hot.
Remember, he doesn't survive too well. He doesn't have all the regular know-how survival skills that we kind of have, like, as our normal. It's kind of oblivious. Starting a fire is, I mean, that's relatively hard work for you, right?
Yeah, I haven't started a fire. I usually just turn on the stove down in the bunker.
I don't mean to make assumptions about you as a person, but I'm guessing that you hang out with some of these wonderful fellas, Mr. DJ Beeboop and Harvey Barrel, for your survival. Is that am I off basis here?
Oh yeah, no, and if I get too far away from either of them without getting away from them at the same time, I stand a significant risk of dying.
Oh yeah, because he's putting off radiation, but he's putting off gamma, some EMP, and then you don't want to run away towards one, because then your heart implodes and you melt like a weird stick of butter that guy rubbed on you to eat your body.
That's exactly it.
This is a learned gentleman.
Oh yeah, dude. I've got doctorates and stuff. I'm fucking smart as fuck.
You have a doctorate?
There's a school?
Yeah, yes. Yeah, 100%. I have a doctorate in fabricated science, nuclear fission, and those were for some garbage schools. One was called Brown, another called Cambridge, trash schools. But then I got my general knowledge doctorate at the good old University of Devry. Let's go, Devry! Woo! Yeah!
General knowledge certificate.
Doctorate.
Highly regarded.
Doctorate in general knowledge.
Yeah.
Huh.
So he's a doctor know-it-all.
Close. I helped create Know-It-All in a basement.
Well, that was you?
Allegedly.
Interesting.
Created know-it-all?
Yeah, it's a chemical compound that helps release some serotonin and other shit in your brain that allows you to further comprehend some shit that you had no fucking idea about, and it really blows your mind when you come through. It's pretty cool.
Makes you feel real limitless.
Yeah, till you're not.
Have you ever done know-it-all?
I mean, yeah, a gentleman doesn't like to kiss and tell, but I've done a ton of drugs in my tons. Lots. I mean, you don't become the #1 fantasy football star on campus at DeVry University by not doing a few drugs, you know what I mean? Not to say that they helped my overall game. I did not take performance-enhancing drugs to become the #1 fantasy football MVP on campus. I did not do that. Anybody that says otherwise is a fucking liar! And they probably go to that fucking Massachusetts School of College bullshit, online garbage. Fuck them.
So you're saying that their fantasy football still exists in the post-apocalyptic future?
I mean, who doesn't want to imagine throwing the foot around? Especially if you're, like, the guy who doesn't have a foot. You don't get to play, so you gotta, like, play with your mind. Throw the foot around.
What? That's not what football is. The fuck are you talking about? Football it's a weird shaped ball, right?
Yeah, a foot.
Football shape, kind of foot shape, but not.
Yeah, you throw it at the ball.
It's made out of pigskin and is the ball. The football is the ball.
I mean, yeah.
The only time you use your foot on the ball is when you're kicking it.
This might be an East Coast West Coast thing. We had a lot of these back before the fall.
Well, I'm talking about before the fall. The DeVry University is still up and going. Go fucking our mascot, but I don't currently go to DeVry. I've since gotten past that. I graduated after my fucking 5-week course, no problem, and I've moved on from there.
I hate to, like, point out, like, you know, you're really breaking the mold of certain stereotypes. I mean, when you came in with that, like, construction helmet with the 2 beers on the side with the straws. Like, I didn't take you for, like, such a well-educated gentleman. I just now understand that you just really like to get your drink on.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't like to completely numb themselves to the terrors of the world around them? You know what I mean? This place sucks, but it's not as bad when you're drunk.
That's also some great branding.
This place sucks. Let me try it out real quick. All right, everyone. Thanks for listening to KZED, and remember, this place sucks. How did that one go?
Exactly.
Well, that one
Nailed
that
it.
felt
But
good.
and then you could always develop it more. Be like, this place sucks, but it's better with beer brand beer.
Oh.
Oh, are you with the BBB?
I've been kicking around with them guys. They're okay. I mean, they got beer, and they cracked open that fucking place under Junktown, and I was like, Dibs in the chassis, and they was pissed. They was so pissed. But so they just kind of let me hang around, and occasionally I'll give them some food that I find. You know, it's co-symbiotic. You know.
Well, that reminds me. It's probably time for our survival tips section. Now that we're here, Mr. McGill, could you give us a survival tip?
Yeah, I got a couples of thems. So one thing that I used to be really good at was being all stealthy. So I would just literally walk into a bush, I would scream camo, and people just couldn't see me. That doesn't work so well anymore. It's weird. It just stopped kind of doing its thing, and it gave out at the worst possible time, right? Like, I'm in the middle of a fucking camp of mutants that already want to kill me, and I'm like, camo! Yeah, they fucked me up real bad. So I guess survival tip number 1, don't scream when you're trying to be stealthy.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay.
It's right up there with a don't yell ambush. Yeah.
I wonder if everybody didn't see you because they didn't want to see you.
No,
Perhaps.
look at me. I'm amazing to look at. I'm a goddamn Adonis. Why would they not want to look at me?
Adonis, wasn't that a, like, old giant turtle?
Mm-hmm.
Very close, and everybody likes to fucking look at turtles.
That's
Just
true.
saying.
That's true.
I like turtles.
Yeah, exactly. Name 38 turtles you don't like. Go.
Can't,
impossible.
not a single one.
No.
Can't do it.
But there's a tortoise I kind of have, beef
Well, yeah,
with.
fuck those things. Box tortoises are not turtles. Fuck them.
It's a clear distinction.
Yeah, don't be an asshole. Oh, look at this turtle. No, that's a tortoise. You're a racist.
I mean, and you really don't want to piss them off because they're like, the size of, a horse? Is that what you're familiar with?
I've seen some pretty big turtles. I've run into a turtle that was the size of a small minivan.
Mm-hmm.
Because minivans come in different sizes. If you didn't know that, look it up. I've seen them as small as, quarters, like before the fall. I've seen them, turtles come in all shapes and sizes. Tortoises, though, they're only asshole size.
They
are asshole.
I hear that they're allergic to humans.
Completely false narrative.
Really? Propaganda, you
Yeah.
say?
Propagandized like a motherfucker. They like humans when they scorch them under the chins. They're a lot like dogs sometimes. They're just like carrots more.
Are you saying turtles scritch humans under their chin?
No, humans can scorch turtles under the chin, and they like it. They're like, ooh.
Now that's a survival tip.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a big enough turtle.
Always scourge a turtle under the chin.
Mm-hmm. Any amphibian, really.
You got to be careful with newts. They will.
That's the one exception.
Gloves. You gotta have gloves. Just make sure to have gloves, and then you're fine.
Yeah, they get all secrety, and you're like, ugh, not again.
Did you
Prom,
do you remember the one that could talk? Secrety McCready?
Old secrety.
I remember Scroats the goats, but
Oh, that was his cousin. But he
Yeah.
but he couldn't talk, right? Like he could grumble, but
no. Yeah, he just had a giant nutsack, so we called him Scroats. That was not even his real name. We goddamn fucking goat. Yeah, dumb bastard. Damn goat.
How common in the wasteland are these talking animals? And as far as I know, we are discussing talking animals, correct?
At least one, yeah.
At least one.
well, no, there's two. Well, there's two.
Yeah, Yeah, there's two. I heard
Secreedy
there's-
McCready.
Yeah, Secreedy. I've heard grumbles of a couple, like a dog and like a bear or something going around No Tie. There's that, and some another turtle. I believe his name was Yertle the turtle. I heard about hims. Yeah, so there's. I mean, it's not uncommon. It's not super common. It's about as common as seeing like someone as mutated is Mr. Barrel here. So not very.
Aye.
As a good rule of thumb, just don't be surprised.
Yeah, that'd be stupid. Now that's survival tip. Nice going, DJ Diddles.
I got you.
Fucking, don't be surprised. Ever.
Until you need to be surprised, and then be very, very surprised.
No, then you act surprised, but you already knew what was gonna happen.
Which is the real surprise.
Surprise.
And you gotta keep your eye on it.
So we need to let's recap what we've learned today. We have scratch turtles under the chin.
Scourge them.
Yep.
Scourge. It's a move. It's a scourge.
I don't find that word in my databanks. Could you spell that for me?
Scourge.
Okay, I got you.
So scourge turtles under the chin.
Yeah, you don't want to scratch them. That can hurt their skin. And they don't just have turtle dermatologists running around them.
Make sure not to scream when hiding.
Correct.
And to
never be surprised.
Never be surprised. Okay. If, in the case that when I'm telling someone not to format with me, and I'm telling somebody that they shouldn't take my stuff, if they take my stuff, I should expect that.
Absolutely.
100%.
I think I'm getting it.
Which will surprise them.
Yeah, because if
Turning
as
the
they're
tables.
leaving, you're like, hey, go ahead and keep that. They'll be like, oh shit, he knows. He's clearly my superior. I should either give it back or kill him. It's very rarely the kill him. It's very rarely because they're scared.
Basically, anytime you try to talk any shit, you should probably duck for cover.
Theoretically, only 15% of the time.
Theoretically, 15%.
Yeah.
So that means made-up number percent. Got it.
Absolutely.
Right. I am interested in what that flashing light is.
You have one new message.
Hey. One time, my friend, we were lost in desert, very thirsty. Friend said, we need to find drink or we die. So Nam had idea, and I find drink. It was inside friend whole time. Yay! Okay.
Well, that was a interesting message.
I have so many questions. So many questions. Like, yes, like, okay, clearly grumble guy. I hope he's... But at the same time, then he's not. Why did he do that?
Survival?
Does everybody keep drinks inside of themselves in the wasteland?
Most organic beings.
I mean, I keep plenty of drinks on me. On me. Keyword, not inside of. Once I drink them, they're mine. That's an ultimate dibs. Eating or drinking something. That does not mean somebody else gets to come and dibs it out of you.
Perhaps.
There's no sharesies coming out of my belly.
I don't know.
Perhaps
You
not.
squishy
Not
guys
love
are
dibs.
kind of just giant drink boxes.
Does Dibs have regional rules?
No, dibs is law. Period.
Dibs is law.
Yeah, exactly. So there's no like, oh, but my dibs means I get to outdo your dibs. No, shut the fuck up. I call dibs. It's mine. If someone's trying to call dibs while it's inside of you, it's too late. The dibs has been called by your mouth and things of that nature. Or, other holes, up to you, no judgments.
So, dibs can be superseded by whoever's ruling the town and be illegal in the town. So if the BBB, if they said, hey, there's no dibs in Junktown, I mean, then you'd have an argument against it. But, I mean, no one's ever ruled against the rule of dibs, because dibs.
Yeah, if the BBB tried to tell me, hey, we're cutting you out of the dib sharesies, I would just kill whoever said that. And now nobody said it, so it didn't happen.
Who enforces the Dibs law?
Everyone.
Yeah, the Dibser, mainly, is the enforcer of said Dibs.
It's a social contract.
100%.
So
100%.
So we're all like Dibs police.
That's extreme to call us police. I would say we all are Dibs obligated at the minimum.
Absolutely.
Sort of like Dibs sympathizers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fair. We sympathize it, but if you are a Dibs dissenter, then you're just a fucking piece of shit, and I'm probably gonna try to kill you.
So, I mean that in and of itself seems like a survival tip. Dibs is law.
It is.
An unwritten law, but yeah.
Dude, I write it all over the place. I don't know. I put it on fucking cars, Dibs. If I ever find gas, I'm driving that. Other people's food before they eat it, Dibs did. Sorry, fucker. And if they're like, oh, sorry, I Dibs did first. Oh, cool. No worries. I get it. But, I write it all over the place. Matter of fact, I've been in a lot of fights due to Dibsing stuff that was clearly not mine.
What's the worst thing you've ever Dibsed that wasn't yours?
Worst for them, or worst like, why did I Dibs that?
What ended up the worst situation in a Dibsing for you?
Oh, man. So, I walked into a Raider camp. just strolled right in and just spray painted Dibs on this really fucking cool chair. It was a cool chair. It was all made out of bones and some skulls up top. And apparently that was something called a skull throne. Go figure. And they did not take lightly to me, spray painting said throne or calling it mine. And so they attempted to eat me and murder me. So a bunch of them died, and then I got to sit in the chair because apparently one of the guys I killed was sitting in the chair before I put the stuff on it. And so I hung out with them for a while, but it sucked. I got pretty banged up there. That wasn't great.
Did you get to keep the chair?
Oh, dude, so I was tired of running with those guys because they're always like, raid! And I'm like, yeah, whatever, nerds. And so I destroyed that chair and I left. I believe they are still looking for me.
Oh, you wouldn't happen to know which group of raiders?
They're all very similarly clothed.
Straps.
Skulls on thems. Blood for the blood god, share pudding, things of that nature. I don't know. This wasn't actually. This was a bit far south, down in Medford area.
Can you expand a little bit on share pudding?
I mean, do I need to? You share pudding. If you have pudding, you share it.
Not once have I ever seen a pudding cup. They say share, but I've never seen it.
That's the thing. So if it's like a unicorn. You come across a unicorn, you kill it, and you share that thing.
You're not gonna eat it all by yourself.
Exactly. That's just fucking dick move.
So you if you find a unicorn, you kill it and then share its meat with people?
Yeah.
100%. You will piss rainbows in excellence.
Harvey, can you tell me more about unicorns?
Unicorns. Let me tell you, they don't all come all fanciful with their rainbows. Yeah, I mean, majority of the time you'll find that. From what I understand, it was one of those fun genetic gifts you could get your kids from rich designer parents. But now they're getting all kind of weird. They'll have like one eyeball in the center and two horns out the side. Sometimes instead of farting rainbows, it's just belching fire from the anus.
So this is like a alligator in the sewers of New York situation.
No, but this is real. Yeah, you fucking come across one of them unicorns that are farting fire. It looks like a rainbow. You go, oh, fancy free. Put my hand in the rainbow. Fucking disintegrated. I watched a guy do that. He died immediately. It was hilarious.
Yeah, rainbow fire is hot.
Right? Dude, I'm like an idiot. Moron. But yeah. And why do they call them unicorns? They don't. I've never even seen corn on one of them things. They should call them unihorns.
I think it's because that's what they like to eat.
Corn.
So they ever only eat one corn?
Mm-hmm.
Bullshit. I've seen their shits. Like, yeah, it's all colorful, but there's multiple pieces of corn in there.
Just eat one at a time.
They're dainty
Yeah.
little eaters.
I didn't think they were just fucking going to town like a bag of dicks down their throat with a bunch of corn.
Well, I mean, it's either corn or the flesh of the living. So, I mean, I'd rather they eat the corn.
That definitely seems preferable.
It makes no difference to me.
Either way, I'm fine either way. You know, I'm friends with quite a few of them cannibalistic folk, whether they're unturned or just like to eat people. You know, that's a preference. That's up to them. You know, who am I to judge?
Like Mr. Deadman.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna eat you though.
I couldn't see that happening. He's such a good employer. I mean,
just like that, never be surprised.
All right. I mean, that you've got a point there. I should
See?
probably expect that he eats me.
At least that he tries to eat you. I think if you call him on it, like I said, there's like a 85% chance he's like, "Oh, you caught me," or he eats you.
I mean, and you also got to worry about the whole, like, you know, it's autopilot for them. I mean, what they're seeing they're doing is normal. And then, you know, you got to catch them on it because they're accidentally cooking you.
So, DJ,
Mm-hmm.
I know that you have an expansive set of recipes.
Oh, yes, many.
Do you have one for eating people?
Oh, yes.
Has Mr. Deadman ever asked you about it?
Oh, no.
Although, I mean, I guess I got that to look forward to. He doesn't have a good recipe.
Yeah, because how old's this guy?
Deadman?
Yeah.
Oh, very old.
Yeah, he has his own book. Don't worry about that.
That is highly likely. Though he has never eaten a former employee.
Yeah, because they were current. Oh, I got you. Yeah, just don't sleep around him. You know what I mean?
I sleep down in the bunker, so that should be fine.
Perfect. Don't leave a key under the rock, you know?
Yeah, I was going to say, you probably shouldn't leave the door open when you're gone.
Matter of fact, did you do that?
No, I mean, not yet.
Okay, yeah, because he'll just be waiting in there, ready to pounce.
I haven't actually left the radio station.
Oh, good call. Yeah, because, I mean, look at you. You'd be dead.
Yeah,
Very
he's soft.
squishy.
I've got a lot of stuff to learn before I feel comfortable enough to be able to head out there. I think that
Call?
Yeah.
Solid call.
You know, at some point, we need to get you your first weapon.
yeah, we could look into getting me a couple of things to defend myself with.
Already thinking ahead, asking for a couple. You gotta walk before you can run.
I mean, to be fair, he has his first weapon. He's just never used it. And I know what you're thinking. I'm talking about his dick. I am not. I'm talking about your hands. Those little meat hooks you got on, the fucking bullet hooks, those things are some of the most deadly things that you could possibly use when out in the wastes.
He is
How?
theoretically correct.
How? You can stick that hand in someone's throat and just keep pushing. They're gonna die. You can wrap them around people's throats. You can use them hands to pick up other weapons and use them weapons too.
To be fair,
thing you
your
know-
hands are the size of your head.
That's a point. That's a point to be made there. Very true. But they weren't always this size, and I would still call them registered and deadly.
We interrupt this broadcast with a word from our sponsors.
This summer, two guys on a boat with aliens. This isn't a movie trailer or anything. This is a legitimate cry for help. Please, anyone, send help. We're dying out here. Oh God, They got Mark.
And we're back. All right. Well, I mean, we were on the topic of weapons in the wasteland, and eventually I'll need to get one. So let's brainstorm about survival techniques with weapons. What weapon do you think I should get?
Yes. Well, judging by your height and your weight and your body type, I would say the G7000 plasma thrower by Prometheus would be the perfect weapon for you.
That is a specific weapon.
That is the exact weapon you should use.
Fucking nerd. Plasma garbage weapons.
Are plasma weapons easy to get?
If you've got caps.
AKA, no.
Maybe if I work here long enough, and Mr. Deadman will pay me enough caps to be able to buy one.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Harvey, what weapon do you think I should get?
Well, I like to go for something that's practical. A good crowbar is always good to have by your side. Not only is it a good bludgeoning tool, but it's also a handy B&E. When you need to get into supplies, you can just bust it open. When you need to kill a Zed, you just bust it open.
Yeah, dude, you just use those things to steal shit, kill shit, steal, kill shit. That was a good call, Harvey.
I don't know how efficient he's going to be at breaking open Zeds with the arms like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's
I've been a little bit out of shape. I have to say that life in the bunker has been a little soft.
That's why you should probably just get a G7000 plasma thrower for Prometheus.
Well, I mean, if you're working that long to buy that G Dildo 8000, whatever, you might as well do some push-ups and also get a crowbar. I mean, never harm and have it do.
So, Two-Fist, do you agree that a crowbar is where I should be going there, or
fuck no, you would be terrible with that. That would be you would die very quickly.
Very quickly.
Unless, again, you do some push-ups. You need what we in the business call false vibrato. That's going to be your best weapon possible. Kind of wiry arms, not quite in shape, just kind of sitting there doing your thing. Very, very pale. People don't know what to think about you. When they first look at you, you need to out-crazy anything they say. Somebody's like, I'm going to fucking rip your face off. I'm going to rip out your butthole and stuff it up your nose and then finger fuck just because I can. You got to out-crazy them.
See, yeah, that's what he's talking about, the vibrato. See, you raise your pitch slowly as you gain in intensity. Very similar to a false bravado.
Yeah, exactly. And then you put a little twirl in there. You just, at one point, you're just screaming. You're just fucking, ah! And they will leave you the fuck alone. I guarantee it.
The statistical odds of that working are far lower than that of just blasting someone with the G7000 plasma thrower from Prometheus.
Don't tell me the odds, Googly Bear. That's your new name, Googly Bear. I love you.
I accept it.
I mean, but yes, a plasma weapon would be very, very helpful in situations. But then again, that makes you a target. Someone sees you walking around with a plasma fucking weapon with how much those cost, yeah, probably gonna draw some attention. Yeah, you might get 1, 2, hell, 3 or 4 of them. But if they bring 6 or more people, you're in trouble.
No, with a high fire rate and low recoil, he could surely dispatch them.
Yeah. How often has he even shot a weapon?
I have never fired a gun.
Oh.
Yeah, so...
What?
Recalculate that, buddy!
Yeah, I think you might just die, Parker.
Nope. You gotta use that pale, oily skin to your advantage, my friend. Out crazy people.
I think that actually might be your best bet.
Okay. Is there anything like a training academy for how to out crazy people?
Actually, yes. DeVry University has several very quick intermediate courses all the way through some advanced shit talking, also known as chirping. is a good way to go. You can find that if you can get on the interwebs at any points. They're free now because Devry is spreading education for the unturned, because they are a very, very underwhelmingly educated class, unfortunately, and that needs to change. And Devry University is working to fix that.
Oh, it would appear that we have our very first call-in.
Oh, is that working now?
Yep, it is.
All right, caller, you are on the air.
Oh, Doofist, we found you. I knew you wouldn't be able to keep your head down for too long. You're at the shitty little radio station in Junktown. Well, it looks like our merry little band is going to have to come pay you a visit. You broke the skull throne, and we are going to use your skull to build a new one. Gonna put it right in the middle so you can kiss my ass every time I sit down. We're coming, Doofist!
Well, it's been quite the fun time talking with you fellas.
Well, that was quite alarming.
I clearly need to go talk to my friends with the BBB and let them know that they are all probably gonna die because they're not gonna give this place up. So I need to get my portion of beer and hit the old dusty trail. But I'll be back. Don't you worry about that. But yeah, fuck this. I'm out.
But
hey,
so,
the ride.
Wow. Well, he left real quick.
Well, he can move extraordinarily fast.
With that many beer in his hands.
Jesus.
For being such a generally lopsided human, he runs real fast.
Very. Terrifyingly fast.
You know what this means, though, right? We have listeners.
Oh wow, people are actually listening.
Oh, there's thousands of people listening.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I get metrics on all that.
Huh? How about those metrics? How many of them are dead people with a splash of life?
Dead with a splash of life?
Yeah.
37% of our listeners.
Oh.
So 37% of our listeners are just mindless zombies wandering around.
Yes.
Huh. I guess that's better than nothing, right?
It's true.
On a quick note, how long does samesies last? So as far as I know, or not samesies, sharesies, because he shares our beer, and he took it with him. He took half of that beer with him. How long does the sharesies last? Do we still get half of stuff from him later?
Basically, the next time we catch him.
Or see him.
Okay.
Just invoke your resharesies.
Well, perfect. Well, I think, due to the impending violence, we should probably lock up the station.
That's probably a good idea.
I'll get the boards.
At least people aren't coming for us this time.
Oh, that's very true. A lot safer.
Right?
So, less boards.
Probably the same amount of boards.
Better safe than sorry.